Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The world of numismatics is a fascinating journey into the history and artistry behind the coins that have passed through countless hands over the years. Among the most iconic coins in American history is the Washington quarter dollar. It is not just a piece of currency but a reflection of a nation's pride, a celebration of its heritage, and a symbol of its enduring values. Today, we are diving deep into the story of the 1965 Washington quarter, a coin that marked a turning point in U.S. coinage and continues to intrigue collectors to this day. As we begin this journey, let us step back in time to understand the origins of the Washington quarter. First introduced in 1932, this coin was designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became a staple of American currency. The obverse features a striking portrait of Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which remains one of the most recognizable depictions of the first U.S. president. Over the years, the Washington quarter has undergone changes, but its core identity has remained the same, a testament to the enduring legacy of George Washington. Fast forward to 1965, and the Washington quarter was at the center of a significant shift in American coinage. This was the year the U.S. Mint transitioned away from silver and most circulating coins. Prior to 1965, quarters were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, rising silver prices made it economically unfeasible to continue using the precious metal in everyday currency. As a result, the Coinage Act of 1965 was enacted, leading to the introduction of a new clad composition for the quarter. From this year onward, the Washington quarter was made of a core of pure copper, sandwiched between layers of copper-nickel alloy. The 1965 Washington quarter holds a special place in numismatic history as the first year of this dramatic change. While many people viewed the new quarters as a necessary evolution, others lamented the loss of silver, feeling that the new coins lacked the same intrinsic value and aesthetic appeal. Nevertheless, the decision was a practical one, ensuring the continued production of quarters without disruption during a time of economic change. On the obverse of the 1965 Washington quarter, we see Flanagan's iconic design of Washington, facing left. The inscription, "Liberty," appears above his head, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed to the left. Below Washington's portrait is the year 1965. Marking this coin as part of a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. The simplicity and elegance of this design have made it a favorite among collectors and historians alike. The reverse of the coin features a majestic bald eagle, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it. This design, also by Flanagan, symbolizes strength and peace, two ideals deeply rooted in the American spirit. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E pluribus unum," frame the eagle, while the denomination, quarter dollar, is boldly displayed at the bottom. The design is a powerful reminder of America's ideals and aspirations. What makes the 1965 Washington quarter particularly interesting to collectors is its transitional nature. Being the first year of the copper-nickel clad composition, this coin represents a break from tradition and the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage. For collectors, coins from transitional years are always of special interest, as they often highlight key moments in numismatic history. Additionally, the 1965 Washington quarter is notable for its striking quality and the occasional errors that can be found among its mintages. Minting errors and varieties are a significant factor in the appeal and value of coins. The 1965 Washington quarter is no exception. Among the most sought-after varieties of this coin are those with double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors. These anomalies occur during the minting process and result in unique coins that stand out from the millions of standard pieces produced. For collectors, owning a 1965 Washington quarter with such an error is like holding a piece of numismatic art, each one telling its own story of how it came to be. The 1965 Washington quarter was minted in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with no mint marks present on coins from this year. Proof versions of the coin were not produced, adding to the intrigue of this particular year's mintage. Coins in excellent condition, especially those with high grades from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are highly prized by collectors. The composition of the 1965 Washington quarter, with its copper core and copper-nickel outer layers, gives it a distinctive appearance and durability. While it may lack the silver content of earlier quarters, its historical significance and unique place in U.S. coinage make it an enduring symbol of resilience and adaptability. As we delve deeper into the world of the 1965 Washington quarter, we uncover stories of its role in the lives of everyday Americans. From being used in daily transactions to finding its way into piggy banks and coin collections, this quarter has touched countless lives. For many, it serves as a reminder of simpler times, while for others, it represents a cherished piece of their collection. Over the years, the value of the 1965 Washington quarter has grown, particularly for coins in pristine condition or with rare minting errors. While most examples of this coin are worth only their face value or slightly more, certain pieces have fetched extraordinary prices at auctions. A 1965 Washington quarter in mint state, with exceptional eye appeal and a unique error, can command an astonishing price of $95,000. This remarkable value underscores the importance of condition, rarity, and historical context in determining a coin's worth. The story of the 1965 Washington quarter is a testament to the enduring appeal of American coinage. It is a reminder of the nation's ability to adapt and innovate in the face of change, and it stands as a symbol of the artistry and craftsmanship that define U.S. mint coins. For collectors and enthusiasts alike, this coin is a treasure worth celebrating, a piece of history that continues to inspire and captivate. As we conclude this exploration of the 1965 Washington quarter, we are reminded of the power of coins to connect us to the past, to tell stories, and to hold value far beyond their face. This humble quarter, born from a time of change and transition, has grown to become a prized gem in the world of numismatics. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the big reveal. A 1965 Washington quarter in impeccable condition, with a rare error or variety, can be worth an incredible $95,000. It's a coin that embodies the magic and allure of numismatics, a piece of history that continues to shine brightly in the world of collectors. Top 2. The United States has a rich history of coinage, with certain pieces holding more than just value. They represent a part of American heritage. One such coin is the 1972 Washington quarter dollar, a fascinating piece that brings together history, design, and a touch of collector appeal. It might seem like just another coin in circulation, but its legacy goes far deeper than its face value. From its origins to its current value, the story of the 1972 Washington quarter is one of change, continuity, and discovery. Let's take a deep dive into the 1972 Washington quarter dollar, exploring its historical context, its design, the minting process, and its appeal to collectors today. Along the way, we'll uncover why this quarter is more than just pocket change. It's a coin that has captivated collectors and investors for decades. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington on the 200th anniversary of his birth. Initially, the reverse of the coin featured an eagle, representing the strength and unity of the United States, while the obverse bore Washington's portrait, which was designed by John Flanagan. This simple yet dignified design became one of the most iconic images in American numismatics. Fast forward to 1972. By this time, the U.S. Mint had already made significant changes to the composition of the quarter due to rising silver prices. While earlier quarters were struck in 90% silver, starting in 1965, quarters began to be made from a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1972 Washington quarter, like its predecessors after 1965, was struck in this more affordable, durable metal. However, this didn't diminish the coin's appeal. In fact, it marked the beginning of a new chapter in U.S. coinage, with a focus on mass production and distribution. At the time, the United States was experiencing an era of change. The 1970s were a time of economic turmoil, with rising inflation, an energy crisis, and the aftermath of the Vietnam War. These years marked a challenging period in American history, yet the Washington Quarter continued to circulate as a symbol of national resilience. Amidst these challenges, the 1972 Washington Quarter stood as a reminder of the nation's enduring legacy and the strength of its people. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1972 Washington Quarter. As with all Washington Quarters, the obverse features a portrait of George Washington. This iconic image was largely unchanged from its debut in 1932, showcasing Washington's face and profile. Flanagan's design captured the calm and determination of the first President of the United States, and this depiction has become synonymous with American ideals. Surrounding Washington's portrait are the words, "Liberty," at the top, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the minting year, 1972, at the bottom. These inscriptions are a constant across many U.S. coins, reinforcing the nation's core values of liberty, faith, and unity. The reverse side of the 1972 Washington Quarter features a design that had been in place since 1932. The reverse shows a bald eagle, which has long been a symbol of the United States. The eagle is shown in full flight, its wings spread wide, symbolizing freedom and power. In its talons, the eagle grasps an olive branch, representing peace, and a bundle of arrows, symbolizing the nation's readiness to defend itself. Surrounding the eagle is the inscription, "United States of America," and beneath the bird, the words, $quarter, indicate the coin's denomination. Despite the simplicity of the design, there's a certain majesty to the 1972 Washington Quarter. The eagle's wingspan and the precise details of the portrait of Washington combine to create an elegant, timeless symbol of American identity. The design, which had remained unchanged for 4 decades by the time the 1972 quarter was minted, reflected the stability and continuity of American coinage. The minting of the 1972 Washington Quarter took place at 3 U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The quarters produced in Philadelphia and Denver were intended for general circulation, while those made in San Francisco were proof coins struck for collectors. The proof coins have a distinct mirror-like finish and are highly polished, which makes them particularly sought after by numismatists. Proof coins are struck multiple times to ensure a high-quality finish, and the 1972 proof Washington Quarter was no exception. These proof coins are typically found in far better condition than circulation coins, making them valuable to collectors. One of the fascinating aspects of the 1972 Washington Quarter is the condition in which it can be found. Like many coins of its era, most of the 1972 quarters that are still in circulation today have been worn down due to daily use. These quarters, especially those with significant wear, have very little value beyond their face value of 25 cents. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition, say, an uncirculated coin or a high-quality proof coin, it can be worth much more than its nominal value. A Washington Quarter in uncirculated condition, particularly one graded MS-65, mint state 65, or higher, is far rarer than a coin that has been circulated. Coins graded in the MS-65 range are well struck with minimal signs of wear, and they retain much of their original luster. These higher-grade quarters can fetch hundreds of dollars or more at auction, depending on market demand. For example, a high-grade 1972 Washington Quarter might be worth anywhere from $25 to $200 depending on the exact grade and its overall condition. The true value, however, can be found in proof coins. The 1972 proof Washington Quarter is a much more desirable piece for collectors. Proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, and were made for collectors who appreciated their higher quality. These proof coins were specially produced with the intent to provide a coin of extraordinary finish and detail. As a result, the 1972 proof quarter is highly prized by collectors, especially in pristine, perfect condition. The value of a 1972 proof Washington Quarter can range from $25 to $500 depending on the condition and market conditions. Some exceptional proof examples, especially those that are graded as PR70, the highest grade for proof coins, have been known to sell for even higher prices. though these are rare finds. As with all numismatic items, the value of these proof coins fluctuates based on market demand, but they represent a prized piece of American history and numismatic artistry. The 1972 Washington quarter dollar is part of a collection that captures a significant period in American history. For coin collectors, the Washington quarters offer a tangible link to the past, and the 1972 quarter is no exception. The coin's design, struck during a time of economic uncertainty, has become a symbol of the enduring values of the United States. The 1972 Washington quarter has an enduring legacy not just because of its historical significance, but because of the interest it continues to generate in the world of numismatics. Many collectors continue to seek out coins from this era, as they represent a snapshot of a unique moment in time. The value of the 1972 Washington quarter is not just in its monetary worth, but in its connection to the American story, a story of resilience, change, and hope. So, what is the value of the 1972 Washington quarter today? For most coins in circulation, the value is limited to 25 cents, essentially face value. However, if you come across a 1972 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition, especially if it's graded MS-65 or higher, you might be looking at a coin worth upwards of $200 or more. The proof coins, particularly those in perfect condition, can fetch $500 or more. But here's the exciting part. Some exceptionally rare coins, such as special errors or perfectly preserved proof examples, can be worth as much as $5,000 to $10,000 in rare cases. The 1972 Washington quarter is also special because of the years it represents in American history, economic turbulence, political change, and a moment in time that shaped the nation. Owning a piece of that history is a privilege for any collector, and as more people discover the joy of numismatics, the value of the 1972 Washington quarter will continue to rise. In conclusion, the 1972 Washington quarter is not just a coin, it's a piece of American heritage. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner, this coin holds value that goes beyond its face value. Its historical significance, beautiful design, and limited availability in high grades make it a highly collectible item. And of course, its value continues to grow over time, with rare proof examples or coins in perfect condition reaching impressive sums. If you're lucky enough to find a high-grade 1972 Washington quarter, you might just hold in your hands a coin worth thousands of dollars. But even if you don't, the story of this coin is part of a much bigger narrative, one that continues to inspire collectors and history buffs alike. Keep your eyes peeled, because this timeless piece of American history may just be waiting for you to discover it. Top 3. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar invites us into the heart of numismatic history. This iconic coin, minted during a time of significant cultural and economic change in the United States, carries with it a legacy that extends far beyond its monetary value. As we explore the story of this quarter, we'll delve into its origins, the design that immortalizes George Washington, its production details, and its allure among collectors. Ultimately, we'll reveal the incredible current value of an extraordinary specimen, $60,000. The Washington quarter dollar series began in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and introduced a new era in American coinage. The design featured a bold profile of Washington on the obverse, framed by the word Liberty above and the national motto, "In God We Trust," to the left. On the reverse, a majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows symbolizes strength and vigilance, with laurel branches beneath representing peace. By 1974, the Washington quarter was firmly established as a cornerstone of American currency. However, this coin was minted during a period of economic uncertainty, marked by inflation and shifting global markets. These factors added to its historical significance, making it a tangible artifact of its time. Unlike earlier silver quarters, the 1974 version was part of the clad coinage era, introduced in 1965. This composition, a blend of copper and nickel, replaced the 90% silver content of earlier quarters, reflecting the rising cost of precious metals. Despite being a common circulating coin, certain 1974 Washington quarters stand out for their rarity and exceptional quality. Coins struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints in this year saw significant variations in production quality. Collectors prize quarters with strong strikes, flawless surfaces, and well-defined details. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services are particularly sought after, as they represent the pinnacle of mint craftsmanship. Moreover, the 1974 Washington quarter holds special interest for collectors due to potential errors and unique varieties. Coins featuring double die obverse or reverse design details are rare and command significant premiums in the numismatic market. These errors, caused by misalignment during the striking process, create anomalies that are eagerly sought by enthusiasts. Collectors also value coins with impeccable luster, free of scratches or wear marks. For the 1974 Washington quarter, proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint are especially prized. These coins, created with polished dies and struck multiple times for exceptional clarity, were sold in limited numbers and primarily aimed at collectors. The historical context of this coin is equally captivating. In 1974, the United States grappled with the aftermath of the Watergate scandal and the resignation of President Richard Nixon. Economic challenges, including the oil crisis and stagflation, shaped the national mood. The Washington quarter, circulating widely during this period, became a silent witness to a pivotal moment in American history. Collectors and historians alike treasure the Washington quarter for its enduring design and connection to the nation's founding ideals. For many, the 1974 quarter represents more than a monetary denomination. It is a symbol of resilience and continuity in the face of change. As we journey through the intricacies of this coin, it's essential to consider its value in the modern numismatic market. While most 1974 quarters are worth their face value in circulated condition, those in mint state or with unique characteristics can command impressive prices. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are particularly rare, with only a fraction achieving this level of preservation. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the current value of a 1974 Washington quarter dollar. For a coin in exceptional condition, featuring pristine details and immaculate surfaces, its value can reach an astounding $60,000. This remarkable price reflects not only the rarity and quality of the coin but also its historical and artistic significance. For collectors, owning such a piece is akin to holding a slice of American heritage, a tangible connection to the past, preserved in metal for future generations. Top 4. The United States has a long tradition of coins that capture the essence of its history and the culture of its people. Among the most iconic is the Washington quarter, a coin that not only symbolizes the country's heritage but also reflects its artistic achievements. The Washington quarter dollar of 1977 holds a special place in the annals of American numismatics. While the 1977 Washington quarter is often overlooked by casual collectors, there is a depth to its story that deserves closer inspection. Its historical significance, design features, and eventual collector value make it a fascinating subject to explore. The Washington Quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features the portrait of Washington on the obverse and a heraldic eagle on the reverse. This design has remained relatively unchanged throughout the years, making the Washington Quarter one of the most enduring symbols of American coinage. By 1977, the Washington Quarter was already well established in circulation, and the 1977 version was part of a broader trend of clad coinage. This term refers to the composition of the coin, which, starting in 1965, replaced the traditional 90% silver used in older quarters with a combination of copper and nickel. This shift was driven by rising silver prices and the need for a more cost-effective method of coin production. The 1977 Washington Quarter was minted in large quantities across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. While many 1977 quarters are still circulating today, collectors often focus on the coins that were produced with higher levels of precision and clarity, such as proof and uncirculated coins. These quarters have a unique shine and appeal that make them particularly attractive to numismatists. However, even though most 1977 quarters are widely available, some examples stand out due to their condition, errors, and variations. A major factor in the coin's value is its condition. The 1977 quarter, like many other coins from this era, can be found in various grades ranging from well-worn examples to pristine, uncirculated coins. Coins that have been well preserved are more likely to fetch higher prices in the market. For example, quarters graded as MS-65 or MS-66, mint state, are highly sought after, as they show minimal signs of wear or damage. The 1977 Washington quarter also draws interest from collectors due to its age. As time passes, coins that were once in common circulation become less frequently available in good condition. Collectors often focus on the rarity of well-preserved coins, especially those with high-grade ratings from reputable grading services. In this way, the 1977 Washington quarter is no longer just a piece of currency. It's a collectible item that connects its owner to a piece of the past. There are certain features of the 1977 Washington quarter that add to its appeal among collectors. For one, the 1977 quarter was produced in large quantities, which means that the vast majority of these coins were circulated and show signs of wear. However, certain quarters from this year exhibit minting errors, such as double dies or die cracks, which are highly prized by collectors. These errors are created when the coin dies, which strike the coin during minting, experience some sort of irregularity, causing the image to appear multiple times or be distorted. Additionally, the 1977 quarter was issued during a unique time in American history. The country was experiencing a period of economic growth following the turmoil of the 1960s and early 1970s. The 1970s saw the continuation of the Vietnam War and a growing interest in political and social change. While the quarter itself may seem like a small and unassuming coin, it carries with it the legacy of the era in which it was minted, making it a historical artifact that many collectors value for more than just its face value. Now, let's turn to the moment that many have been waiting for, the current value of the 1977 Washington quarter. While most of these coins are worth their face value of 25 cents in circulated condition, rare and high-quality examples can command substantial premiums. A 1977 Washington quarter in uncirculated or proof condition can be worth far more than its nominal value. The coin's value can rise dramatically, especially when it is in exceptional grade or features a notable error. The highest quality examples of the 1977 Washington quarter, such as those graded MS-67 or higher, can command a market price of up to $55,000. This remarkable figure may seem surprising for a coin that, to the casual observer, appears to be quite ordinary. However, the rarity of these coins in excellent condition, combined with the historical significance of the Washington quarter series, makes them incredibly valuable to collectors. For collectors, the 1977 Washington quarter offers a unique opportunity to own a piece of American history. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking to start your collection, the 1977 quarter is a coin that offers both historical insight and potential financial reward. Its value is not just a reflection of its composition or design, but of the rich tapestry of events that it witnessed during its minting. Owning a high-quality 1977 Washington quarter is a way to preserve a tangible connection to the past while also holding an item of significant collector value. In conclusion, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar represents much more than just a coin. It's a symbol of an era, a work of art, and a piece of history. Its design, though simple, encapsulates the essence of American pride, with George Washington's image standing as a reminder of the founding principles of the United States. The coin's historical context, minting details, and variations make it an intriguing piece for collectors. And, as we have discovered, its value has grown considerably over the years, with some pristine examples now fetching impressive prices, up to $55,000. So, the next time you come across a 1977 Washington quarter, take a moment to appreciate not just its monetary value but the rich history that it represents. Top 5. The United States has a long tradition of commemorating important moments and figures in its history through coinage. One of the most iconic coins in American numismatics is the Washington Quarter, which features the likeness of the nation's first president, George Washington. The 1979 Washington Quarter dollar is no exception, and while it may seem like a standard piece of currency, it holds a unique story that captivates collectors and enthusiasts alike. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history, design, and significance of the 1979 Washington Quarter, and reveal how this coin's value has evolved over the years. Let's dive in.to understand the significance of the 1979 Washington Quarter. We must first look at the history of the coin itself. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It was designed by artist John Flanagan, who depicted Washington's profile on the obverse, front, side of the coin. The reverse side featured an eagle, symbolizing the strength and unity of the nation. This design was so well received that it remained largely unchanged for decades. The Washington Quarter quickly became a symbol of American pride, and it has been produced in various forms ever since. However, by 1979, the coin had undergone some significant changes. In the 1960s, rising silver prices forced the U.S. Mint to shift away from using silver in most of its coins, including the Washington Quarter. By 1965, the coin's composition was altered, and it became a copper-nickel-clad coin, a change that would remain until the present day. The 1979 Washington Quarter continued to be made of this copper-nickel blend, but its design remained a constant link to the nation's heritage. The 1979 Washington Quarter is an important piece in the series, as it was part of a transitional period for U.S. coinage. The late 1970s saw an era of economic challenges, including high inflation, a rising demand for coinage due to population growth, and the aftermath of the Vietnam War. The coins produced during this time reflect a nation grappling with change, and the 1979 quarter stands as a silent witness to these turbulent times. The minting of the 1979 Washington Quarter occurred in 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia and Denver were for general circulation, while those minted in San Francisco were made as proof coins, which were intended for collectors. These proof coins are often highly polished and have a mirror-like finish, setting them apart from regular circulation pieces. In terms of design, the 1979 Washington Quarter remains largely unchanged from its predecessors. On the obverse, you'll see George Washington's portrait facing left, the same as it has been since 1932. Washington is depicted with a serene, dignified expression, which perfectly captures the image of the first President of the United States. The inscription, Liberty, is seen at the top, and the year of minting, 1979, is displayed below the portrait. Surrounding the design are the words, "In God We Trust," reaffirming the country's dedication to religious principles. On the reverse side, the 1979 Washington Quarter features the traditional heraldic eagle. The eagle is perched with its wings spread wide, symbolizing freedom and strength. The eagle holds arrows and an olive branch in its talons, representing the balance between war and peace. The words, "United States of America," surround the eagle, with "E pluribus unum," out of many, one, inscribed above the bird's head. At the bottom, the coin proudly displays its denomination, quarter dollar. This design was a continuation of the original Washington Quarter design and has become a symbol of American resilience. While the 1979 Washington Quarter may seem like just another coin in a long-running series, it has garnered attention from collectors due to several key factors. One of the primary reasons collectors seek out this coin is its condition. Most of the 1979 Washington Quarters that are still in circulation have been worn down over the years and have little numismatic value beyond their face value. However, certain high-grade examples of the coin, especially those that were minted as proofs, have become sought-after treasures. The 1979 Washington Quarter in mint state, MS, condition, particularly coins graded MS 65 or higher, are highly desirable to collectors. These coins exhibit little to no wear and have retained their original shine. A quarter in MS65 or higher condition is significantly rarer than one that has been circulated, and as a result, it can command a much higher price on the market. Another factor that adds to the value of the 1979 Washington quarter is its historical context. By the late 1970s, the U.S. economy was facing several challenges, including high inflation, rising gas prices, and economic uncertainty. This period of instability is reflected in the minting of coins during the 1970s. Collectors often seek out coins from these years because they provide a window into a time of national change and transformation. Additionally, certain proof versions of the 1979 Washington quarter are particularly desirable. These coins were specially struck to a higher standard of quality and were made available primarily to collectors. The proof coins from 1979 feature a mirror-like finish that is visually striking and quite different from the appearance of regular circulation coins. Due to their limited mintage and higher production quality, proof coins from this year often fetch a higher price than regular circulation quarters. The appeal of the 1979 Washington quarter extends beyond its design and minting details. Its value is also influenced by the growing interest in numismatics, as more and more people are discovering the joys of coin collecting. Over the years, the hobby has gained popularity, and many collectors are now on the lookout for coins from this era, including the 1979 Washington quarter. For collectors, owning a high-quality example of this coin is not just about its monetary value, it's about owning a piece of American history. Now, let's talk about the exciting part: the value of the 1979 Washington quarter. As previously mentioned, most of the 1979 quarters in circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, if you are fortunate enough to find one in uncirculated or proof condition, its value can soar. High-grade specimens can be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. A 1979 Washington quarter in mint state 65, MS65, or higher condition may fetch prices upwards of $3,000 or more, depending on the exact grade and the market demand at the time. If you're lucky enough to have a proof 1979 Washington quarter, you could see even more impressive returns. A proof coin in pristine condition can command much higher premiums in the market. For example, a proof 1979 Washington quarter can easily be worth over $5,000. However, the big reveal comes with the coin's potential for exponential value increases over time, especially if it has a unique feature, such as a minting error or a special variant. The 1979 Washington quarter can be worth as much as $48,000 under rare circumstances. This value is typically reserved for coins in flawless condition that were either specially minted or are part of a rare, limited release. The value of these coins can fluctuate based on the demand for highly graded Washington quarters and the general trends in the numismatic market. In conclusion, the 1979 Washington quarter offers both a connection to American history and a valuable addition to any numismatic collection. While many of these coins may still be found in circulation, the ones in pristine condition or with rare minting characteristics are highly prized. As time continues to pass, the 1979 Washington quarter is likely to gain even more significance as a piece of American heritage. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, this coin offers an exciting opportunity to own a part of U.S. history and potentially see impressive financial returns. The 1979 Washington quarter dollar is a true testament to the resilience and enduring spirit of the United States, and its legacy continues to live on in the hands of collectors and enthusiasts today.